Speaking of him.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah.
You know what I remember growing up?
I think
Excuse me,
she's about to turn on her pops right now.
No, that's fine, because you
Charlotte's about to turn on Ric Flair.
Him.
She won without him last night at Extreme Rule, and
Dad, you know what I remember growing up?
she actually used Dana Brooks to help her.
I remember Thanksgivings.
Uh-huh.
I remember Christmases.
Okay.
I remember birthdays.
What?
If you want to want me one more time.
What?
That's fine. Because, Dad, you know what I remember Mom saying?
Let me hear this, then we'll start the show. What she said?
The Daddy's always with you. But you know what? You weren't ever there. Because I had to watch you on television.
Ooh. Alright, so I guess she's getting rid of him.
With this arena because you think you're important or something. I'm trying to tell my dad something.
She's getting rid of Rick, and she's going with Dana Brooks, who
But
saved her.
actually, Dad, I really understand why you weren't there. Because all those years, I couldn't understand why you weren't there. Mom had to, rub my head because I was crying. But now I get it.
Blah, 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 blah,
Because
blah.
I'm the WWE Women's Champion. I've never been more powerful.
You sure haven't, Charlotte. Alright, man. After that long introduction, hi. I'm your host of Machine 2.0. This is the RMSS show, the Rumble Mania Slam Survivor show. I'm your host, the Machine 2.0, once again. Basically, Raw is happening. This is the Raw after Extreme Rules. Money in the Bank is 4 weeks from now in Las Vegas in June, and I think it's June 19th. And basically, I'm just going to review some things that took place last night. I didn't really get to see most of Extreme Rules. I was busy, I had a lot of things going on. Like y'all know already, I'm planning a wedding, me and my fiance. And a lot of things go into my time is kind of limited. So anyway, I did get to see some parts of Extreme Rule. I believe this was one of the better pay-per-views that they had so far for this year. If not the second best behind Mania, might be 2A, 2B behind Mania and Rumble, the Royal Rumble. Wasn't a bad pay-per-view at all. Actually, in my opinion, this was Roman's best match. However, I didn't really like his ending, the way that Roman. First of all, Roman retained. He won the. He beat AJ Styles. Of course, a little interference from the club, and also a little interference with the Usos. He convinced me with a great match. I was very convinced. I was very pleased with the way he performed. However, I did not like the way that he kicked out of two Styles Clash, one being on the table, and he just beat AJ Styles, which is #1 contender, was supposed to be the best wrestler in the world, with one spear. Mind you, it was a great spear. She's an asshole. AJ Styles jumping off the top rope for the phenomenal forearm. Roman catching him, spearing him into the ground. Hell of a fucking spear. As far as the rest of the card, dullest match of the night was Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho, except for the end when he pretty much put him into to thumb tacks on the floor. Interesting match, but very long, drawn out, and kind of boring. I regret seeing only snippets of the Fatal 4-Way for the IC title. Well, I'm hearing from a lot of people. I'm going to go back and watch it tonight. Heard it might be a match of the year contender, if not already the match of the year. Miz retained that one, seen the end. He pinned, I think it was Cesaro he pinned. Pretty interesting. Going into that, I wasn't sure who could have won. Any four of them could have won. I think the least likely to win was Sami Zayn out of the four contenders. But I wasn't mad with the outcome. The women's match, very interesting that Dana Brooks. I was wondering how they's gonna pull off a Charlotte win. Or was it gonna give the belt to Nat? Which I didn't see it really taking place. I really see him giving it to Charlotte. Wow. She said Ric Flair's dead. Alright, I kind of had a feeling that she was going to retain and find a way to do what she's doing right now, to saying that, hey, I won on my own. But she didn't win on her own. She won with Dana Brooks. And Rick could really cry, man. This guy really cries good.
Get out of my ring. Don't make me do this. I don't want to embarrass you. Out you go.
This is interesting. The fan is... Wow. Jeez. Alright. So... Okay. I knew she was gonna... At some point, they was gonna break her off from Rick. Don't know if she's gonna still go with a gimmick. Coming down the ring. Or the woos. Or the other stuff. You know, she's definitely gonna have his finisher. That's one thing. But I do see Rick probably getting with Becky Lynch and coming down there to kick her ass. I heard Sasha Banks is hurt. So hold on a minute. Let me see what my Mets are doing. They're playing Washington Nationals right now. And I just want to point out to you that bam, we went in 7-1 and 7 ended with Cologne still in the mount. Just had to put it out there. But anyway, going back to wrestling news, Sasha Banks is hurt. You haven't seen her in a while. I can see Rick probably teaming up with Becky Lynch to come after his daughter and get that belt off her. What other matches took place? The pre-show match. All right, before the pre-show match even started, Dudley's opened up the show. They were out there. Big Cass came out there, kicked the crap out of the Dudley boys, beat them down. And you know, I thought Enzo would have probably made an appearance because they're in Jersey, but Enzo made an appearance tonight. He came back tonight, and we were happy to see him. And he was there watching Big Cass beat Bubba Ray Dudley. Then the pre-show match was a subdued Extreme Rule match between Baron Corbin and Ziggy. Baron Corbin with the win, as expected, as should be. Definitely should be over Ziggy. They should really push him to the moon, in my opinion, as the top heel. Then the card itself started off with the club versus the Usos. The club dominating, getting the win, rightfully so, and good for them. I'm tired of them every week getting their ass kicked by the Usos and Roman Reigns by himself, just Superman punching them and spearing them into oblivion. Tired of that. They need to push this team like a true powerhouse that they are. That's what it was in Japan. Push them, book them correctly. Don't book them as wimps, and don't book them just to make Roman look strong. Am I missing anything else? What a match they had. Why am I drawing a blank? I'm drawing a blank. But listen, great pay-per-view. Every match was pretty much well thought out, well booked. Sorry, there it is. Kalisto versus Rusev. Rightfully so, they had to take the belt off Kalisto, give it to Rusev. He's going to be the heel champ. till John Cena comes back, which is the next week or so, Memorial Week, and they're gonna pretty much probably put the belt back on Cena, and probably feud with Rusev again. Okay, been there, done that. But let Rusev be a monster. He looked like a monster. He was totally did what Ryback couldn't do, which was confusing. How two big men, one couldn't get over this small guy, but Rusev totally came in and dominated him. So hopefully they're gonna make him a monster heel again. They need some top heels in this company, and hopefully they're going in the right direction with that. News of the night though was Mr. CrossFit Jesus himself. Hallelujah. Seth Rollins is back. Right? Back to challenge Roman Reigns. Came in after Roman dispatched AJ Styles. Came in there. It was perfect setup. They didn't pan in. His music didn't start. They didn't pan in. He just ran in there. Pedigreed the living crap out of Roman Reigns. Then went on to hold the belt over him and demoralize Roman Reigns. Tonight, show started off with Seth Rollins in the ring. Roman came out to interrupt. Mr. Shane McMahon said that at Money in the Bank, that's going to be the main event. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns for the title. Are they going to take the title off of Roman already and give it back to CrossFit Jesus? No. They're not. They're just not. They're going to run Roman into SummerSlam, and probably potentially there he will lose the belt finally, be it to Brock, be it to whoever. Let's see. But I'm just happy that CrossFit Jesus is back, and you know, he's definitely needed to run this company. We need some more Seth Rollins promos and stuff like that. So instead of these boring, long-ass Roman Reigns promo. So anyway, in other news, Cody Rhodes was released. Well, supposedly Axford was released. Adam Rose, I think, was released also, along with all these other releases that's been taking place recently. But so far, there's going to be a lot of change, a lot of people coming up, a lot of people being released. Who's up next? Is it Finn Balor? Your guess is as good as mine. But anyway, I'm going to leave you at that, man. I'm going to go watch this Dean Ambrose versus Ziggy match for potential Money in Bank contender. So far, tonight they're just doing the Money in Bank tournament to see the qualifiers and see who's going to be in Money in the Bank. Few names in there already. Sami Zayn. I think Apollo Crews won against Jericho. Oh, Jericho had a huge bump last night. They about to show it. But and who else? Somebody else. They're in there. Anyway, stay tuned. I'll tell you everything else going on. WWE. I mean, ratings been going down, but hopefully the product becomes a little bit better. Hopefully we see some more entertainment pay-per-views like we did last night. And I'm still going to stay your host, the Machine 2.0. This is still the Rumble Mania Slam Survivor Show, the RMSS show. And sorry I've been away for a while, but trying to be back more consistently. Trying to do this. Like I said, like and subscribe. If there's anything you want to ask, leave a comment in the bottom. If not, just send it to my Gmail, which is rmss@gmail.com. That's rmss@gmail.com. Or follow me on the Rumble Mania Slam Survivor Show on IG, the Rumble Mania Slam Survivor Show, and that's on Instagram. All right, I'm your host of Machine 2.0. I'm going to watch this. Peace. Have a good night.